I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. And yes, the end it changes every time. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. Will the one who has it all choose to leave it all behind? The tale in which I tell is from ages long past, before the worlds shifted and the fossils turned to gas. A time full of dragons and magic and steeds. And in this time a castle sat upon a hill with the trees. Inside of the castle sat a girl with hair the color of pearls, just above the age of 6, so innocent to the world. How rude of me, for I forgot to tell you all her name. Ironically, how time forgets the names that should not fade. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. And yes, the end it changes every time. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. Will the one who has it all choose to leave it all behind? Her name was Separilia, we'll call her Sep for short. Enthralled by the castle as she walked its corridors, searching for something, but what for she was not sure. For the castle held a host of things that none had ever held before. She walked along the halls and all of the walls they seemed so dim. Now Sep had thought this strange because of the stories of her king. The king and queen had conquered all of the land and treasures therein. Every room was filled to the brim with beautiful gems that glistened and blinked. She wondered why things like light ran so thin. She asked her father and he said the light wasn't for them. The sun was enough and the light was outside. There'd never be a time when you needed to let the light in. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. And yes, the end it changes every time. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. Will the one who has it all choose to leave it all behind? The answer that her father gave her did not satisfy. For Sep could see a longing hidden deep behind his eyes. She knew that he would say no more, so she would not push or pry. Off to find her mother instead, and the queen did she find. With deep regret inside of her eyes, her mother answered the same. Ironically, how time can bleak the ones who once held fame. The days faded one by one, from days to weeks and weeks to months, and soon enough the years themselves had slipped away with light still done. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. And yes, the end it changes every time. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. Will the one who has it all choose to leave it all behind? And Sep was round about the age of 21. She traveled all of the world and she had met everyone, and still something deep inside of her mind was dark and glum. Sitting inside her castle on her throne, she felt alone. All of the treasures in the world couldn't turn her house into a home. So she tried to let the light inside. She was opening up the doors and pushing banners to the side, but that is when she finally came to realize that lighting up the castle still left her dark inside. As she sat and wondered why, a knock came upon her door and she opened it with a sigh. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. The man was glowing so brightly, Sep had thought she'd gone blind. I've come to tell you a story told since the dawn of time. Two men were holding nets and then I told them cast the line. They did as I said, and much to their surprise, their nets were full of fish of an infinite size. I told them if they followed me, then I could provide a way to fill their hearts with light on the inside. If you're interested in life and truth, then this extends to you. All you have to do is leave behind the life you knew. Leave it all behind and come be someone made anew. Newly made is what some people call it, that is true. Separilia took one look and knew that he was true. She took his hand and instantly she felt the light inside her too.